Hi, I'm Amy. Welcome to today's yoga practice. This is going to be a really nice, slow, gentle flow, suitable for all levels. So we're going to begin seated. So come to a cross-legged position or on your knees, wherever feels good. Allow your hands to rest on your knees or in your lap. Sit up nice and tall, reaching through the crown of your head. And then close down your eyes. And we're just going to take the next few moments just to land here on our mats. Good. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Exhaling it fully out through your mouth. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes. Then placing your right hand next to your right hip. Breathing in, lifting your left arm up to the sky. And then as you exhale, tip yourself over to the right. Feeling a nice stretch down the left-hand side of your body. Good. Breathing in to come all the way up, both arms up. And then as you exhale, left hand by your left hip, leading yourself over to the left with your right arm up and over. Good. Breathing in, both arms up. Exhaling, right hand down, left hand up and over. Inhaling to come back up. Then exhaling, left hand down, right arm up and over, leaning over to the left, feeling that stretch down the right hand side of your body. Good. Breathing in, reaching both arms up to the sky, reaching up, then bringing your palms to touch. And then as you breathe out, drawing them down through heart center. Then interlace your fingers and let's just take a few moments just to roll out our wrists, just to warm them up. So just rolling them one way, then the other. And then you can push them away from you and up. Then releasing your hands, just giving them a shake out. And then let's come to tabletop position, so all fours. So bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, coming to tabletop. As you breathe in, drop your belly, shine your chest forward, lift your chin for cow pose. As you breathe out, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest, pushing the ground away from you. Breathing in for cow pose, dropping your belly, arching your back, shining your chest forward. As you exhale, round your spine for cat pose, pushing the ground away. Good. One more round. Breathing in for cow. Exhaling for cat. Good. Coming back to tabletop. Just bring your right foot between your hands now. And then you can shuffle your left knee back a fraction. As you breathe in, sweep your hands forwards and up, coming up to a low lunge. As you breathe in, thinking about reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Good. And then as you exhale, thinking about sinking your hips, planting your feet. Good. One more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the ground, framing your right foot, and then just stepping your right knee back to tabletop. Just reset. And then step your left foot between your hands. You can walk your right knee back a fraction. And then as you breathe in, sweeping your hands forwards and up, coming to a low lunge. Breathing in to reach up. As you exhale, thinking about sinking your hips back down. So you're reaching up through your rib cage, but your hips are grounding down, really stretching yourself out. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, releasing your hands back to the ground, framing your left foot, Stepping your left knee back to meet your right, coming back to tabletop. Tucking your toes now, lifting your hips up and back for downward facing dog. When you get there, drop one knee towards the mat, then the other, walking out your dog. Swaying your hips from side to side, just taking any movement that you feel you need. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, walk your hands back towards your feet. Allow your head and your neck to be heavy. Grab opposite elbows with your hands and just take a few moments to take some movement. Swinging your hips and your arms gently from side to side. Letting the crown of your head reach towards the earth, taking a bend in your knees. Good. Releasing your hands. And then we're going to slowly roll up to stand, but we're going to do this super slow. So your neck and your head are going to come up last. Let your arms hang, and you're going to very slowly roll up to stand. So stacking your vertebra, one on top of the other. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And then when you get to the top, lift your shoulders up to your ears and then drop them down your back. One more time, raising your shoulders up to your ears, then rolling them down your back. Good. Step to the middle of your mat and then turn to face the side. So it doesn't matter which side. I'm just going to turn to the right so I can face you. So come to mountain pose, feet hips distance apart. Stand up nice and tall, arms down your sides, palms facing forward. Take a couple of rounds of deep breaths here, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. One more, breathing in and breathing out. Good. Hands to your hips and then spread your feet about 3 to 4 feet wide. And then turn your left toes to face the top of the mat. Taking a bend in your left knee, arms out at shoulder height, gaze over your left fingertips for warrior two. A few deep breaths here, breathing into your belly. Exhaling fully. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, straightening this left leg, arms back to your sides, hands on your hips. Just turn your left toes back to face the front and we'll go the other way. So turn your right toes to the short end of your mat, bending your right knee, keeping this right knee over towards your right little toes. Arms out at shoulder height, gazing over your right fingertips. Breathing here in warrior two. Good, breathing in. As you breathe out, straightening that right leg, hands to your hips, turning your right toes back to the front. Coming to warrior two again. So turning your left toes to the short end of your mat, bending your left knee, arms up at shoulder height, gaze over your left fingertips. Good, breathing in and out. Good. Flipping your left palm now, reaching your left palm forward, breathing in. As you breathe out, lift your left arm up to the sky, right hand on your right thigh, and start to tip your torso back towards your right leg. Peaceful warrior, breathing in and out. Breathing in. As you breathe out, coming back up to warrior two. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. As you breathe out, straightening that left leg, hands to your hips, and then just turning your left toes to meet the front. Turning your right toes now to the end of your mat. Taking a deep bend in your right knee, arms up at shoulder height, gaze over your right fingertips for warrior two. Breathing in and out. Flipping your right palm, reaching your right fingertips forward, breathing in. As you breathe out, raising your right arm to the sky, left palm onto your left thigh this time, tipping your torso back as you exhale, peaceful warrior. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. As you breathe out, coming back to warrior two. Breathing in. As you breathe out, straightening that right leg, hands to your waist, turning your right toes back to the front. Good. Turning your left toes to the front of the mat, bending left knee, arms up for warrior two. Breathing in and out. Flipping your left palm, reaching your left fingertips forward, breathing in. As you breathe out, tipping your torso back for peaceful warrior, breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, bring your left forearm onto your left thigh. And then breathing in again, raising your right arm up to the sky. And then as you exhale, see if you can bring that left arm up over your ear for extended at side angle. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, coming all the way back up to warrior two. Then straightening that left leg, arms, hands to your waist, turning your left toes towards the front. Do that again on the other side. So right toes towards the short end of your mat. Taking a bend in your right knee, arms up, warrior two. Round of breath. Flipping your right palm, reaching your right fingertips forward. And then coming back up to peaceful warrior. Gaze up at your right hand or in front of you. Round of breath. Good. Bringing your right forearm now to your right thigh. Lifting your left arm up to the sky and then up and over your ear. Extended side angle. Round of breath. Good. Inhaling. As you exhale, pushing yourself back up to warrior two. Then straightening that right leg, hands to your waist, turning your right toes back to the front. Heel-toeing your feet back together now. And then bringing all the way into your left foot. Rooting down through all four corners of your left foot. Really engaging your left thigh. And then using your hands, peel your right toes off the mat. And then placing your right foot against your left thigh. So push your right sole into your left thigh and then your left thigh back into your right sole. Find a spot in front of you to keep your focus for balance. And let's take a few deep breaths here in tree. Keep pushing your thigh and your foot together. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, releasing your right foot. Just give your left foot a little bit of a shake out. And then weight into your right foot now. Lifting your left foot up towards your right thigh. Pushing your right thigh into your left sole into your right thigh. Hands in front of your chest. Standing up tall, reaching through the crown of your head as we come to tree pose. Keep focusing on that unmoving spot in front of you to keep your balance. If you fall, just take a breath. Come back to it. Good. Breathing in. As you breathe out, releasing that left foot to the ground, giving everything a shake out. Good. Turning to face the top of the mat if you're not there already. Taking a deep breath in, sweep your arms out and up, bringing your palms to touch, gaze up. As you exhale, making sure you're folding forward from your hips, come to a forward fold. Then planting your hands on the mat, stepping both feet back for downward facing dog. Then dropping your knees to the mat. And then sinking your hips back towards your heels, forehead to the mat as we come to child's pose. If your forehead doesn't quite reach, you can make a little pillow with your hands just to rest. Just taking a few moments to see how you feel as we start to close down the practice. Good, breathing in. As you breathe out, slowly pushing yourself back up. And then swing your legs out from underneath you as we come to sit with our legs out in front of us. So lifting up through our spine, through the crown of our head, toes pointing up, keeping our feet active. Inhale, reaching our arms up to the sky. And then as you exhale, hinging forward from your hips, leading with your tummy rather than your upper back, keeping your chest lifted. Reach forward towards your toes. So if you don't quite reach, keeping a bend in your knees or just edging your hands forward. Breathing in. And then as you exhale, you might find you just might be able to fold that little bit further. Breathing in to lift your chest, folding forward. And exhaling. Good, one last breath in. As you breathe out, using your hands, slowly walking yourself back up. Good. Bending your knees, placing your feet flat on the mat. We're going to come to lay on our backs. When you get there, bring your knees into your chest and just take a little gentle movement, rocking from side to side, giving your lower back a massage. Then releasing your arms out along the ground in a T shape, shoulder height. Drop your knees over to the right, shift your hips over to the left. And then you can close down your eyes. Your head can be facing straight up, or you can turn your head to look towards the left-hand side. And let's take 3 deep breaths here in supine twist. Good, turning your head back to centre, followed by your knees. Then shifting your hips over towards the right, dropping your knees to the left. Gaze up or turn your head to look over towards the right. Close down your eyes if that feels good for you today. 3 deep breaths here in supine twist. Good, turning your head back to centre, followed by your knees. Give yourself another hug in, bringing your knees to your chest. Then letting your legs go long on the mat. Toes falling out to the sides, arms alongside your body, palms facing up. Close down your eyes as we spend the next few moments resting in Shavasana. Allowing your breath to come naturally. Letting all the muscles in your body completely relax. You've got nowhere else to be for the next few moments. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggling your fingers and your toes, bringing back some gentle movement. Reaching your arms up overhead, pointing your toes, giving yourself a big stretch. Then bringing your knees into your chest, giving yourself one final hug. Gently roll over onto one side. Then using your hands on the ground, slowly and carefully bring yourself back up to seated. When you get there, sit up nice and tall, close down your eyes. Let's take one final round of breath together, breathing in through your nose. Then exhaling it out fully through your mouth. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you again on your mat soon.